Proverbs chapter 15. A soft answer turneth away wrath, a wise son maketh a glad father. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord, before honor is humility. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. A fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but in the revenues of the wicked is trouble. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the heart of the foolish doeth not so. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. If you are acting wickedly, if you are rebelling against God, it doesn't matter if you are doing the sacrifices, if you're attending church, if you're paying your tithing. None of this matters unless you are acting righteously. You can't turn and indulge in sin and then think that these kind of acts and performances are going to mean anything. Verse 9. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die. Hell and destruction are before the Lord, how much more then the hearts of the children of men? A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him, neither will he go unto the wise. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness. All the days of the afflicted are evil, but he that is of a merry heart hath a continual feast. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. I like that. That's a good one. It is better to be poor and faithful to God and have the blessings of heaven than to be rich and rebelling against God and facing eternal damnation. Verse 17. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a stalled ox and hatred therewith. A wrathful man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife. The way of the slothful man is as an hedge of thorns, but the way of the righteous is made plain. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despiseth his mother. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. Okay, let's pause again. Verse 20, a wise son maketh a glad father. That's almost the exact statement as in the first, in chapter 10. Gives me the impression that whoever compiled this collection made an error and just put the same proverb in twice. I don't mind them doing that. Both of them are, it's still true, whether it's repeated or not. But I like this last one here. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed. If you're working by yourself, you are probably not going to accomplish what you were trying to do. But if you take counsel, if you get other people to help you out, to give you counsel, to show you what you're doing wrong or how you can do it better or whatever, then you will progress and you will meet your goal. But without that help, without that counsel, your chances of completing the goal, at least doing a good job of it, are severely diminished. So, verse 23. A man hath joy by the answer of his mouth, and a word spoken in due season, how good is it? The way of life is above to the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. There you go. So yes, a word spoken in due season, how good. Reminds me of the hymn, let us oft speak kind words to each other. Because when when you speak at the proper time in the proper place, words have incredible power. You can uplift somebody. You can brighten their entire day when speaking in the proper time and in the proper place and in the proper manner. And then that last one, the way of life is above to the wise. They are looking to heaven. Their life is, the wise live their life with heaven as the goal. Verse 25, the Lord will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord, but the words of the pure are pleasant words. He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hateth gifts shall live. This is talking about bribes. To be greedy of gain, this is you're willing to be bribed, or you're not willing to be bribed. Verse 28, the heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. The light of the eyes rejoiceth the heart, and a good report maketh the bones fat. The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. We're just going to leave that here, and we'll see you in the next one. I wanted to add this to each of these videos of Proverbs chapters 10 through 24, because I'm making only brief comments on some of the Proverbs, because each verse is its own separate proverb in these chapters. I want to extend this invitation to anybody listening. If you would like to make a comment on any of the Proverbs, post a comment or just ask me a question what I think of any of the Proverbs that I may have not made a comment about.